It is an ugly, ugly day out today, but a good day to upload some footage of a trip I recently took to Costa Rica. Costa Rica. I was in Costa Rica in December through January of 2016. So in this video, I'll show some of the clips from around town, San Jose, San Pedro, and San Sebastian. And then in a future video, I'll upload some footage of the awesome beaches in Costa Rica. The beaches are just amazing. So first of all, the money. Now typically when I get off a plane, for whatever reason, one of the first things I do is get some local currency. In Costa Rica, most of the places will take US dollars. I went to one of those currency exchange shops and got totally screwed. I mean, most airports will get over on you, but the Costa Rica airport is ruthless. Anyway, I got some money and thought the money was cool. It puts you in a vacation type of mood. But while I'm talking about money, let me say, in addition to being cautious about the currency exchange places, try to stay as far away as possible from the ATM machines. Avoid them like the plague. ATMs in Costa Rica are some of the most brutal that I have ever seen. They have huge processing fees and give the worst exchange rates imaginable. Then if you take out US dollars, it's completely insane. Several ATMs actually have the capability to give US dollars. So to see how bad things could get, I took out a $20 bill. After all the fees, it cost me over $5 just to get a $20 bill. So if possible, stay away from ATMs. One trick I found to getting local currency that probably most people know of is to buy something at a US company. For me, it was Subway. They say they will not take any denominations larger than a $20 bill, but sometimes they're nice and they'll take a 50. Anyway, the conversion is done on their point of sale terminals, so everything is accurate and they have no fees. So my suggestion is to try and bring as much US dollars as you feel comfortable carrying around and convert them at US businesses like Subway, McDonald's, Starbucks, things like that, where they just use a point of sale system and it tells the cashier exactly how much local currency to give you in exchange. Anyway, first off, I'll talk about San Jose or downtown. The first thing I noticed was how unpopulated the city of San Jose is compared to other countries that I've been to. Of the 3 cities I stayed at in San Jose, or the greater San Jose area, downtown San Jose is by far the most populated. But you never feel overcrowded. Even the parks offer a lot of space, and almost all of the ones that I saw were very clean and well maintained. This one is Parque Marazan, and this one is really nice. People go here just to eat lunch or hang out. Didn't see any problem, sketchy characters, and it's right close to everything in the downtown area. And this plaza is about 5 minutes away from the park. It's where a lot of people go to hang out with their kids, feed the pigeons. Everyone's really relaxed, and there are even a lot of street performers and park benches just to sit and relax on. Like I said, it was amazing to me how many open spaces there are in San Jose. A lot of countries you go to, there are people everywhere, but San Jose is really roomy, and the people that I met anyway were extremely friendly. You can find what I consider traditional Costa Rican food. I believe this dish is one of the more economical plates. I think they call it pinto, but there are also a lot of Starbucks around town. And I can't figure out why prices are so much more in Costa Rica than they are in the US. I don't know if it's the import taxes, but a cup of coffee that would cost about $2 in the US will run you about $4 in Costa Rica. But just like in the US, these places are always packed, always crowded, hard to get a table. One of the coolest coffee houses that I went to, and I can't remember the name, but the girl there always suggested this coffee, and man, it was so good. She would always say like, shake it, kind of like how you shake alcoholic drinks. But these lattes were good and even less expensive than Starbucks. Obviously, Costa Rica is a huge tourist attraction, so there are a lot of different things to do that cater to visitors. This is one of them. This place is awesome. It's a huge jade museum, and I think it was only like $15 to get in. So next up is San Pedro. This is a little town about 10 or 15 minutes east of San Jose. It is known for having the Costa Rica University. There seems to be a lot of tourists in this part of town, but it is also very spacious. This is a little park that I liked to work out in. It had a nice little workout area. You can do pull-ups, push-ups, run, whatever. It's right behind the outlet mall, or what they call the outlet mall. And again, it's wide open, where you can go meet some cool people. Seems like people go there in the evening or afternoon to play soccer or whatever. And so here's the University of Costa Rica, which has a very nice campus. I went while everyone was on Christmas break, but I was still able to check out some of the buildings. Like the rest of Costa Rica, the campus was very lush and green. Most businesses around the school cater to the campus. There are several blocks of reasonably priced food, and most places have drink specials. One of the most popular malls seems to be the San Pedro Mall. I've heard there are a couple malls that are much larger, but every time I asked someone where I could find something that I was looking for to buy, they would recommend that I go to the San Pedro Mall. I was even able to see Star Wars there. I know who goes on a vacation to see a movie, but I think Costa Rica released the movie about the same time that it came out in the US. Anyway, I had to see it. Obviously, it was a good movie. And movies in Costa Rica are very cheap. I mean, they're really inexpensive. I think I only paid a couple bucks to see Star Wars. But you have to choose your seat when you buy your tickets, so it's a little bit different. But I've seen that done in a lot of other countries. Although San Pedro is mellow during the day, it can get crazy at night, especially when the soccer club Deportivo Saprissa wins the championship. This took place right outside the San Pedro Mall, and it seems like the whole town was shut down. And the celebration went on for what seemed like forever. You can see people on the bridge, just people everywhere. I heard that when Costa Rica beat France, it was pretty much the same thing. I think that was who they played, France, in the World Cup. But anyways, the town was just shut down again. Even though everyone was crazy, it was still very chill, no fights. People were just having a good time. I didn't see anyone get arrested. It was just one big, huge celebration. This area was easily my favorite in San Pedro. It's different than the college bars and restaurants next to the university. This area is called Barrio Escalante. I believe they call it Escalante. Escalante beer is brewed right in this area. The whole neighborhood is very nice, but one of my favorite spots was Beer Factory. I think they have like 200 beers, but several times that I went, they were out of a lot of the beers on the menu. They never seemed to have a beer I wanted to try from Cuba. I can't remember the name of it, but I've never had a Cuban beer before. They also were always out of the Filipino beers. I think it's Red Horse and San Miguel. But it's still a very fun place and great service. The people are cool. I would say it's priced like a regular trendy place in the US. The whole city seemed to have quite a few affluent people, many of which like to drive nice cars. I met a guy who worked for this dealership, but actually it was in a different location, but he worked for Mercedes. I guess they said they even sent him to the plant in Germany for training. He had great English, and I guess he said he sells a ton of high-end Mercedes in Costa Rica. And he said, people also buy a lot of high-end BMWs and Audis. So for whatever reason, the economy must be pretty good in Costa Rica. The final place that I stayed is in a little part of the city called San Sebastian, which is south of downtown San Jose. Now, when I think of Costa Rica, I think of vegetation, tropical fruits, and things like that. But I could not find anything healthy to eat anywhere. I mean, it was difficult to even find a banana. I mean, they had fruits and vegetables at the grocery stores, but I was expecting to find fruits everywhere. But all I could find was a ton of places that sell chicken, eggs, and a lot of Chinese restaurants, especially in San Sebastian. I guess there's a large Chinese population in Costa Rica. However, in Plaza Americas, I found these great vegetable drinks. A little later, I found a couple places like this in downtown San Jose, but for whatever reason, it was difficult to find healthy food in Costa Rica. I probably just wasn't looking in the right places, but if you like chicken, pizza, or eggs, they have restaurants everywhere. This is the gym at one of the places I stayed at in San Sebastian. It was clean, well kept, in good shape. It was in a gated community. It was really safe. However, no one ever really used a gym. I think people in Costa Rica, I didn't see a lot of gyms around town either. I think people just like to jog and run. You see a lot of people running on the streets and jogging at the parks and stuff, but not a lot of gyms. Anyways, at this place I stayed at, they always had 2 security guards on duty, and everyone was really friendly. I'm really glad I found and stayed in San Sebastian. It's only about 10, maybe 15 minutes bus ride into downtown San Jose, which I think on the bus only costs like something equivalent to 50 cents one way. And I met a couple of other friends, so I went with them to register for their university classes. So don't think I just go to universities when I'm on vacation, but these people took me there, and this school was awesome, man. The grounds were perfect, and it had a really cool vibe. It's just how you would imagine a school to be in Costa Rica. So anyway, that's pretty much my trip to San Jose. I hope to get the beach and even some mountain footage up soon. Also, another thing that you guys might want to know is you think it's going to be really hot there, but Costa Rica, the weather's perfect, but this sounds weird. A lot of times it's really windy or breezy, but when you put on a jacket, it feels perfect. So even if you come from the U.S. and you think that you're not going to need a jacket, I mean, you're not going to get cold or where it's really uncomfortable, but when you wear a light jacket, it feels perfect with the breeze. At least when I went in December or January, and it always looks overcast, but it did not rain once when I was there. It looks like it's going to rain every day, but just a perfect weather. So anyways, hope to get this next video up and hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.